Johansson dangles, wants to wrap around, and it wouldn't go as Merzlikins stretched out, got a piece at the post. Chance in tight, Merzlikins there, and he shuts the door again. Kent Johnson roams the center ice. Poke checks, change of possession. Joel Eck, he's impeded by Putia. Putia couldn't come up with the puck. Middleton, banking it to Eriksson Ek. Flying in his Boldy, room to skate. Hanging on, looking for a target on the one-timer. Johansson, he whipped on it. Stopped by Gustafsson. Pounced on by Monahan. His centering feed is intercepted neatly by Boldy.
Boy, that was his best save of the night.
Boldy to the middle, swing and a miss from Johansson. Activating will be Brodin. He gets tangled up by Werenski. Skate the stick from Johansson. Marcus Johansson. The dish for Boldy. So penalty's over. Cole Sillinger out of the box. Wrist shot, score!
Eriksson Ek, net front, and that's causing a fit. See right here, he knows what he's doing already. He's looking to the middle, but he knows he's got it
together like that.
I want to ask you, picking up Zach Aston-Reese, Kevin LeBanc, the importance of having veteran presence in the lineup as you have a new coach trying to set the standard and the way things are going to be, and more importantly, the young guys playing big roles in the American Hockey League.
Yeah, well, I think it's important. We got to care. Sometimes we take for granted that on the PP, but
Eriksson Ek, the one-time loose in front to the outside of the post as Monahan was locked up. Getting a piece was Gustafsson. Boldy with a bank pass to center ice, and flying is Lauko. Here he is, and he fumbles the puck. Zone, and Jack Johnson is there. He's met quickly by Marcus Johansson. Now it's Middleton, eliminated by Van Riemsdyk. Jackets couldn't get it out, though. Fired down low. Here's a chance of one-timer score.
Shinnikov in behind a good Branson. Boldy with a takeaway. Marchenko moves ahead. And Bogosian's there for the Wild. Now Boldy through neutral ice. 3-on-3 at the close of the power play. Boldy back to Faber up high. Faber fires, save Merzlikins. Zuccarello on it. Around to Kaprizov. Boldy. Zuccarello. Score!
Marcus Johansson, original Kraken. Eriksson Ek, Boldy, 3 points in game 1, a goal, 2 apples. Bogosian, Sino, the way. Calmly, the rig takes it back off a stick. Look out. Boldy's on it. To the flank, off the side of the goal. Kaprizov. Oleksiak along the boards, not out. Faber around the horn, Boldy. Zuccarello. It's a rolling puck. 15 seconds on the kill. Centering pass right through the blue from Kaprizov. Boldy flung by Kaprizov. What a save by Decord. Zuccarello holding on to it. Faber will stretch it out. Zuccarello, Boldy zings it off the glass. Tanev, reorganized by Minnesota. Zuccarello to the line and out. Kaprizov. Back again, Boldy. Boldy delays. He'll shoot one. He scores. It leaks through Joey Decord. And dump it in. Kaprizov. Matt Boldy out of the corner. Kirill Kaprizov. Boldy on the flank. They trade places. He and Kaprizov. He'll wind it up. Boldy through the slot. Clawed down by Eli Tolvanen. Not out. Kaprizov. Boldy in tight. Shouldered by Decord. Boldy gets it back. They cycle to the Wild. Here's Matt Boldy for Kirill Kaprizov. Fancy Dan play. Boldy regains his balance. Kaprizov. One pass too many. Brodin on a change. Kirill Kaprizov to the wall. Boldy. Give and go. Kaprizov right in. Broken up in the back. We'll see a few Kong shows. Now here's Montour. Broken up. Johansson.
Spots, and again, who's playing?
A chance never develops for Boldy.
Good stick by Wright.
McCann defending 2, and now Johansson rubbed out. Boldy in front. Hartman scores! Ryan Hartman.
You have the guys in the picture, but you don't have, turn your head, figure out who's there. Too late getting back, and Hartman's, it's too much time in that area of the ice.
One on the Kraken Hockey Network. Lots of fun here in Minnesota. This is your home for Kraken hockey all season. Along the boards with 2:40 left in regulation in a 4-4 game. Lauko hit hard by Adam Larson. Ustadikov to the point. Middleton blocked in front. Boldy right on, denied by Decord. Stevenson replaced by Beniers. Bjorkstrand still out. Boldy Right in, just wide. DeCord went for the poke check.
Kaprizov crisscrosses with Faber. Goes to Boldy. Cross ice. Zuccarello away. His pass intended for Boldy, taken away by Harris. Johansson with a hit that creates a loose puck, but Fantilli's there. Now Johansson with it again. Looks in the slot. Eriksson Ek, a minute and a half so far in the shift, will start the power play on the ice. Faber leaves it for Boldy. And now Kaprizov races through the neutral zone. Back for Boldy. He's tripped. It'll be a two-man advantage. Eriksson Ek fires and a save by Boldy through the middle. Boldy still with it, but then he sent it over the top of the goal. Faber to Boldy. Back to Eriksson Ek, just onside. Eriksson Ek for Boldy. He didn't get all of it.
Have dark blue seats to look up above the glass level, find it. He couldn't see it, but missed opportunity.
Boldy for Eriksson Ek. His backhander knocked away by Tarasov. Taken away by Perbix. And the Lightning able to force it out of the zone. Boldy carries it back in for Minnesota. From the high slot, a heavy shot goes just wide. Boldy line. Boldy moves across the Tampa line. Faber to the slot. Hands it off for a chance. His pass just misses Eriksson Ek. Boldy centers in Johansson. Back to Zuccarello. Now Boldy. Eriksson Ek. Zuccarello. It hit a skate, deflects to the wall. Boldy on it. Boldy looking for a lane. Spins back against the boards. Now fires. Kaprizov with another.
To the net. I thought he was going to do that, but he forced one on the back door.
Foligno back to Faber. Faber to the side of the net. Boldy spins away from a check. Boldy maintains the puck. Good pressure by the Wild here late in the second period. Foligno fights off a check. In behind a Gaudreau. Into the slot. Boldy fires, and it's
4 of the 5 players off of the ice.
And I'm sure John Cooper looking at tired Wild players. Here's Boldy to the empty net, and he scores!
Change in the D off the ice.
Wild start back the other way. Boldy for Eriksson Ek. Waits for support, throws it in around behind the net. Johansson on it. Back to Boldy, walks out front, a backhander in a pass period. Zuccarello. Kaprizov fires wide. Boldy has it with 10 to go. Boldy moves through the middle. Fires, tipped, saved by Ersson. Rebound, and they score! Wild start back with Johansson. He gives to Boldy. Back to the trailing Brodin. A shot on a...
So your stick isn't tied up. The D are looking, hey, his job there entirely is get the stick tied up. Couldn't do it.
Great jump move by Boldy, then drops it back, and they score! Marcus Johansson.
It's Johansson, then Boldy with the slash, and Mikkola. We touched on how their top 4D maybe aren't that great. Terrible stand by Mikkola, and then he tries to cover.
Here comes a chance down the slot. Bennett tied up, didn't get much on the shot, and Boldy pushes back for Minnesota. Boldy into the Florida zone. His drop pass hit a skate. And Verhaeghe sends it back to Forsling. Inside 2 minutes to go in the first. Goals by Rossi and Johansson have the Wild in front. Here's a long pass for Boldy. Bobrovsky out to play it. Just got there before Boldy. Boldy with it. For Eriksson Ek, breaking toward the net, but it deflects back for Ekblad. Boldy with some pressure. Back to Bogosian, a shot. Loose puck finds Boldy in the circle. Around behind the net, Johansson works out front, a shot save. Bobrovsky left in the man advantage. Eriksson Ek. Zuccarello. Fires, scores! It might have been tipped by... And now Rodriguez with it for Florida.
Well, I like the way the Wild have played since giving up the goal. It's been the right way. Offensive zone. Winning battles inside position.
Strong play by Boldy to find Bogosian. Rossi gains the line, cut off by Forsling. Back for Middleton. Centers for Capri. Head to the bench for a replacement as Florida breaks out. And it's a takeaway. Boldy throws it down low. Lauko centers, and Eriksson Ek.
Too many days on the road, not having a training camp trip to be able to have plenty of energy for this road trip.
Here's Faber trying to get it to Eric. Boldy Double team to the corner. Bogosian from long range. It's deflected. Eriksson Ek has it back of the net. Out to the point for Brody. Winds, fires, and it's tipped just wide. Broke his stick. A chance for Minnesota. Boldy to Husnadinov. Back out to the line for Merrill. Panthers down a stick in their own zone. Tkachuk gave his away. Husnadinov. Along the wall, Boldy. Back to Chisholm. His long shot gloved.
Shen in the corner tries to dig it free. Dylan Holloway walled off by Matt Boldy. He saucers a pass nicely. And now the hit ahead. And in behind the net. Off the stick of Boldy. Ends up at the half wall with Merrill. Boldy to play it once again. Tucks a pass nightly. To Kaprizov, back to Boldy. Fires one on net. And the save is made through traffic by Binnington. A big check by Boldy on Holloway. The puck loose right in front of the Minnesota bench. Taken back by Boldy. He goes back door. Making one for Chisholm. The defenseman in deep. Saw Brian Suter. Toropchenko tries to go to work. But now Boldy emerges. Rink wide pass. Handled and gets a return. Kaprizov right back to Boldy. Boldy in the left wing corner. Circles the net. Centered. And it's on the stick of Toropchenko. Walker escapes. Faber a steal. Boldy the turn. Ahead to Hartman.
A lot of people throw flowers at you. Do you have a favorite flower?
I don't, you know that. Sorry, I got nothing for you.
Here's Boldy through center. As this team has been back and forth, he will pop one with a drive. That stung Hartman in front. And Hartman gingerly holding the stick as he comes across the line, part of a 3-on-2. Pivoting in the corner is Boldy. Boldy protects the puck. Rims a pass across. That's taken by Leddy. Off the skates of Kaprizov, who wins it along the wall. Kaprizov in the high slot. Kaprizov sends a pass to Boldy at the goal line. Tried to go over the shoulder of Binnington.
From Minnesota, played for the U with Golden Gopher, and interesting just to watch his development. He jumped in so quickly. Never played the power play when he played college, and then joined the power play last year and has been really good.
On the net, Paul takes a check. Liam over. And Boldy a steal. Boldy chips one out in front. Gaudreau somehow shot it
as well.
And he's back out there with Boldy again. Give him a TV timeout.
Yeah,
and it's put me in, coach. Kirill Kaprizov in the left wing corner.
Good for
Takes
all
the
of us.
puck away again. Middleton point to point. Faber sets up Boldy right back to Faber and a return. Boldy out in front. Got it between the legs. Oh. Neighbors trying to go rink wide. Stolen by Boldy on the backhand. Boldy waits for help. Wrist shot. Stick save. Made towards the net by Suter. And now a breakaway for Boldy. Moves in on Binnington. Shoot. Save Binnington. This might look like open hockey for the last 2:45 as Boldy puts it off the pads of Binnington.
Bowmanville, Ontario moved it ahead for Boldy. Taking it through center. Hartman battles that down to the side of the goal. 5 minutes in. Stolen by Boldy. Whip that toward the net. From a sharp angle. Hartman. Polino. They move it around. That shot by Brodin. Third all-time in games played in the Wild franchise. Jonas Brodin. Now Pionk. That goes off a stick right to Polino. So the Wild keep it in. Boldy is back on it. 2 games, including the loss last night against Seattle. Zuccarello. Boldy with a shot. Stick saved by Hellebuck. Second period. Zuccarello to Boldy. Nice move off the boards. Boldy, Zuccarello, shot, stick save. Hellebuck is Minnesota with possession in the Winnipeg zone. Boldy to Hartman. Bank back to Middleton. Winds up, rips it right through. Bouncing puck. Oh, and Hartman from the sharp angle, and the Jets get it out. Minnesota's Boldy right back in. The pass and
Shifley deflected away, and Hartman has it. Hartman to Boldy. Has Middleton with him. Boldy fires. Save. Now in his 6th season with the Kings. Boldy works around Fogle. Boldy still with it. Fire saved by Riddick. Puck is loose. Johansson back to Spurgeon and drive.
Here in parts of this season, he's got a good eye for jumping in the play, and Boldy buys time. The Wild have done that a couple of times early in this game where save, just be tactical in the right spot. You can hear it released.
Boldy shoves a one-hander up. Edmondson in behind. Johansson has Clark tied up. Boldy able to escape Kopitar. Boldy centers. Eriksson couldn't pull the trigger. He was tied up. Fiala got just enough of him to disrupt. Middleton to Faber. Throws it off the end boards. Middleton hustles over. Keeps the play alive for Minnesota. Johansson out to Boldy. Boldy tried to center. It bounces free at the line.
Right now, they're unable to just find control of it in the offensive zone.
Boldy gains the zone, split the defense. Around behind it, Kaprizov out front. Eriksson was uncovered.
He can. It's just been impressive. It's been like a different style every game. And
what a move by Boldy.
Then inside out on Burrows.
Wild without Kirill Kaprizov, at least right now, after he took a puck in the mouth just a couple of minutes ago. Johansson trying to knock it away from Clark. Boldy for Eriksson. Got it to Faber. A shot to Boldy. Now to Faber. Faber moves in. Fanned on it. Kaprizov pounces. Back to Boldy. Now to Kaprizov. Back to Boldy. Kaprizov fires off the shoulder.
Gone on to win games after. It's not by coincidence these while they're catching teams at a bad time. They're just able to beat good hockey clubs.
Boldy splits the defense, throws it in. Pad save Riddick. Spurgeon a shot.
Best team against the Western Conference over the last couple of years. Here's Boldy looking rinked wide. Morgan Riley a stick on that. Boldy followed up and then hit. Now Faber moves it ahead. Here's Johansson over the line. Marcus Johansson in front to Boldy. On his Zuccarello. And Minnesota has to regroup at center, and Ekman Larson is back on the ice. So the Leafs now 3 for 3 on the kill. A chance at the detour on his way to the puck. Out of the way by Stolars. Knocked down by Boldy. His shot, and Stolars able to push that rebound past Johansson. But Minnesota starting to tilt the ice here in the third. And Spurgeon got back, and it's the other way. Boldy all alone scores.
You get Matt Boldy on the mix, or in the mix with penalty killing here. He's out there against Pittsburgh's second group. I get a little offense out of it.
Foligno moves in, drops to Boldy. Boldy shorthanded for Minnesota. Fires from a sharp angle across for Johansson. He leaves it to Boldy. Boldy fires from outside the line. Blomqvist throws it to the side of the net. Middleton jams it past Raquel. Boldy comes out of the corner, centers. Eriksson redirect to the corner. Bogosian trying to kick it to keep it alive. Wild come up with a puck. Boldy in the high slot. Looking for an angle. Goes down low. Eriksson on the backhand to Johansson. Eriksson back to Johansson. He looks for Boldy, but it's off his stick. Back into the slot. Johansson fires. After save Blomqvist. Boldy off the feet. Now Grizzly. Into the slot for Beauvillier, but it was off target. Boldy indirect for Eriksson. Eriksson fires
by Faber, and Boldy the other way for Minnesota. Boldy with a step and a shot is shanked. Rolls right atop the crease. Stepped into by Middleton. Save Blomqvist.
Absolute money too, and the face-off dot, by the way.
Boldy back ahead for Minnesota. Flips it over the head of Blomqvist off the end wall. And Rickard Raquel stripped to the puck. Boldy couldn't quite handle it. Carlson takes Faber for Boldy. Zuccarello up top. Cross-ice pass is knocked.
And there, he was shaking that right hand. No penalty.
One-timer. Oh, and Vasilevsky got a piece of.
Up there, he put Boldy in a real bad spot, and the puck ends up out of the zone by their own doing.
Here comes Boldy at the middle, and that is the post.
Blue line in just completely fools Victor Hedman. Watch Hedman shift his weight. He doesn't expect that cutback right off the crossbar. I thought maybe Vasi stabbed that one, but Victor was fooled on it. I think the puck flipped on him.
Finds the puck, works it around for Chafee. Chafee along the boards, trying to find that puck, and it rolls back the line for Bodine. Bodine dishes off. Here's Boldy.
Up high in the zone, gives it to Bogosian. Bogosian across, they score! Lift away from Kaprizov. He's got one of the goals for the Wild here tonight. The game opening goal back in the first. Zuccarello looks across, Kaprizov scores! Almost a carve.
Maintains the puck, leaves it for Boldy. Boldy gets free, sends it cross ice, and a quick shot by Johansson's blocked out front. Boldy with it again, now to Spurgeon. Wines, fires, to jump around the defense. Johansson for Boldy. Boldy off the side of the net. Johansson fires, pucks it down into the Shark zone where Celebrini plays it around. Boldy in the slot. Johansson to Middleton. Time tomorrow night. The only other game still going in the league tonight. Canucks are leading the Kings in Los Angeles 3-2. Favor a shot. Save Finland. Eriksson able to recover. Now Boldy moves through the middle. Back to Zuccarello. Back for Boldy. Boldy tried to center. Battles the net. Feeds Boldy. Boldy moves in. Passes on the shot. Goes to Faber. Now back to Boldy in the circle. Boldy a shot. He scores!